Djibouti President Ismail Omar Guelleh is facing criticism and disappointment from the Somali elite following his perceived lack of support for the country in a fresh diplomatic row with Ethiopia. The disappointment is further compounded by the silence of the current chairman of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, an organization tasked with promoting regional cooperation and integration in the Horn of Africa. The Somali government has called on the executive secretary of IGAD to immediately apologize and withdraw his recent statement regarding the fresh diplomatic row between Somalia and Ethiopia, urging him to take appropriate action. The statement unfortunately falls short of condemning the Ethiopian government for violating the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Somalia, contrary to the fundamental principles of the UN, AU, IGAD, and other international laws, the government said in a statement on Wednesday. The tensions escalated days after Ethiopia and Somaliland signed an agreement allowing Ethiopia to establish commercial marine operations and access a leased military base on the Red Sea. The deal, signed in Addis Ababa by Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and Somaliland President Musabihi Abdi, has been vehemently opposed by the Somali government. Mogadishu expressed deep dissatisfaction with the content of the statement issued by the Executive Secretary of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, Dr. Workneh Gebeyehu, and considers it to be in favor of the Ethiopian government. Earlier today, the Executive Secretary of IGAD, Dr. Workneh Gebeyehu, urged Somalia and Ethiopia to collaborate towards a peaceful and amicable resolution. The deal between Ethiopia and Somaliland has been labeled by the Somali government as an act of aggression against Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. They see it as a direct threat to their maritime resources and have vowed to defend them vigorously. Somalia claims that Somaliland, which declared autonomy in 1991, is still part of its territory, despite lacking widespread international recognition. The disappointment with President Ismail Omar Guelleh stems from Djibouti's role as the current chair of IGAD. Observers expected Guelleh to take a more proactive stance in ensuring IGAD's commitment to regional stability. However, his apparent silence has left Somalia feeling isolated in the face of what they perceive as a threat. As tensions escalate over the controversial Ethiopia-Somaliland deal, speculation is mounting regarding the involvement of Djibouti President Ismail Omar Guelleh and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, in the unfolding diplomatic dispute. Observers suggest that there may have been prior knowledge and tacit approval from these key players, raising questions about their role in siding with Ethiopia. Additionally, the United Arab Emirates, known for its strategic interests in the Horn of Africa, is being scrutinized for its potential involvement in supporting Ethiopia. The UAE has been actively expanding its influence in the region, including establishing military bases and engaging in economic partnerships. Ethiopia insisted on Wednesday that its controversial deal with the breakaway region of Somaliland broke no laws after Somalia accused its neighbor of a blatant attack on its sovereignty. The agreement, signed in Addis Ababa on Monday, has raised concerns about the stability of the turbulent Horn of Africa region. Hundreds of people joined a demonstration in Mogadishu to denounce the pact that gives Ethiopia, one of the biggest landlocked countries in the world, long-sought access to the Red Sea. Addis Ababa defended the agreement, saying other countries had done deals with Somaliland in the past, but the Arab League and Egypt said they backed Somalia's stance. Mogadishu has vowed to defend its territory by any legal means and called for urgent meetings of the UN Security Council and the African Union to discuss Ethiopia's aggression. The wide-ranging Memorandum of Understanding gives Ethiopia access to commercial maritime services and a military base, with Somaliland leasing 20 kilometers, 12 miles, of coastline for 50 years. Secret sources says that the deal can be up to 99 years. Ethiopia and Somalia have a history of stormy relations and territorial feuds, fighting two wars in the late 20th century. Somaliland's Bihi had said in a statement that in exchange for the sea access, Ethiopia would formally recognize Somaliland. However, the Ethiopian government has not confirmed this assertion. It said in a statement, the deal includes provisions for the Ethiopian government to make an in-depth assessment towards taking a position regarding the efforts of Somaliland to gain recognition.